Hey everyone, SEBALEX here and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be talking about how Denmark is planning to kill 15 to 17 million minks. Now Denmark is the leading mink farm exporter in the world, and every single year they sell $800 million worth of mink pelts. That is why they have so many mink farms, because it's such a good industry for them and they make a lot of profit from it.
More than 15 million will be culled. In some cases, the mutated virus also infected people. Medical experts fear that could jeopardize the effectiveness of future COVID vaccines.
So as a result of this, part of the country has been put under lockdown after Danish authorities found genetic changes they say might undermine the effectiveness of future COVID-19 vaccines. Danish scientists are actually particularly concerned about one specific mutation of COVID-19 that they found in 12 human beings.
Once a mink is infected, the virus spreads to almost all of the animals on a farm in less than 2 weeks. Virologists are concerned about this extensive transmission.
Outbreaks like this so far have been found in many countries such as the Netherlands, Denmark, as we said, Spain, Italy, US, and Sweden. And as a result of all of these outbreaks, millions and millions of animals have been killed. But when it comes to Denmark, we're talking about 1,200 farms totaling 15 to 17 million minks. And last week alone, they had already killed 1.2 million of them.
Culling task forces are now rapidly traveling through Denmark. The animals are killed with carbon monoxide in boxes like this one. They're then immediately incinerated along with their valuable fur.
Now, interestingly enough, the government will provide support to the farmers. Now, of course, it's gonna happen because, as I've talked in another video of mine that you'll see if you click here, veganism is political because animal exploitation is political. All the politicians, all the lobbying, everything involved with animal exploitation makes it possible for farmers like these to get government support when things like this happen. And when we want to act like veganism is not political, well, we're kind of ignoring facts and denying facts, which is extremely dangerous for our movement. Now, where it gets really interesting is how sad these animal exploiters are that they have to kill their animals instead of killing their animals. Like, I'm sorry, but what's the difference for you? You're literally doing the same thing. The only reason you're upset is because you're not making money off of this time. That's it. You're killing the animals instead of killing the animals. There's no difference. The animals are gonna get killed anyway. And if they don't have the virus and you're killing them, you're more upset about that. Well, what's the difference? I mean, you're not making money, but for the animal, they're still getting killed. They're still just as vulnerable, innocent beings who wanna escape suffering and harm and death that you don't want to take care of and just want to exploit and kill instead. The president of a mink farming association in Denmark said that it is a sad day for us and for all of Denmark. Wow, somehow you managed to make yourself the victim when the real victim are the 15 to 17 million individuals you're killing. But now you're the victim because you're not making money off it. So when you do make money off it, there's no victim. If animal rights activists talk about the victims, the animals, you ignore them. But when you don't make money off it, you become the victim and you expect everyone to have empathy for you. This is incredibly hard for me. One farmer said around 60 kilometers from the capital, Copenhagen, "This is my whole life." If someone heard you speaking, they would think that you're the one who's losing their lives. Like, you're not. You are gonna wake up the next day and you're gonna have the inconvenience of not going to work while still getting government support and not killing animals. If anything, I would say you're quite lucky because when you get the virus, and some of these farmers did, which is why there is a mutation in the animals, you're not getting killed for it, while these animals are. And obviously a lot of these animals don't have the virus. This is just a precaution. It will be mentally hard to stay here on the farm with all the animals gone. Like, I don't mean to make fun of anyone. I'm not interested in that, but how ridiculous is it to try to make yourself the victim? I don't want to keep on talking about this, but a lot of these articles just portray these farmers in such a sad way. Like, we should have so much empathy for them. Like, listen, I won't be happy if you don't have money to feed your family. I don't want you to starve. I don't want you to suffer. But animal rights activism has been going on for decades now, and a lot of animal rights activists have been talking about farming, including in Denmark. And you've had all this time to listen to them and change and find a solution. And even though you're not doing that, still the government's giving you money when you're killing all the animals, and you're still trying to act like you deserve more than that. Well, maybe this is the time for you to change. And one thing that is interesting is that the farmers are saying that the industry will probably never recover from this blow. And this is where animal rights activism becomes very important. Once all these animals have been killed, eventually Denmark has the chance to start farming again, because they see it as a very big opportunity to make a lot of money. $800 million per year is a lot of money for such a small industry, 1,200 farms alone. So animal rights activists, it would be really great if some campaigns are launched to immediately stop the farming. So you could be using all the aspects of animal exploitation and primarily animal rights to show the government that, hey, look at what's happening. You know, this is not ethical in any way when it comes to the animals and their lives and their rights. It's not good for the environment, and it's also obviously not good for public health. So if you are from Denmark and you're watching this, try to get together. And maybe some of you are, and maybe some of you have, and that is absolutely amazing. If you are from Denmark and something like that is going on, please write that in the comment section below so we can all find out and read about it. And if you're not from Denmark, maybe you can check if there are similar things happening in your country so that you can get active as well. That's it for today. I just want to share this news with you and talk about how mink farming is hopefully ending in Denmark. Hopefully the government will also realize that this is not sustainable at all on the long term, and obviously for public health and animal rights. And I also wanted to remind you all that it is a political issue, because a lot of animal farming wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the huge subsidies that they're receiving from the governments all around the world. From the Middle East to Southeast Asia to South America and North America and Europe, everywhere you go, animal exploitation is funded and subsidized by the government. So don't forget to check out my other video regarding animal rights being something political. Unfortunately, I wish it wasn't political, but it is. And that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. If you are one of my patrons, thank you so much for supporting this channel. If you want to support this channel, check out my website SEBALEX.org to see the different ways you can support. And that's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe, because I am going to share, I know I've been saying it for a while, but it's going to be something huge and amazing news very, very soon. I'll see you in the next video.